Hello class! Today we are going to be working on flowers, fork and brush painting. I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. The materials we'll need is paper with your name on the back, paints, a fork, a brush, watercolor paint, water, and a paper towel. For this project, we will create a circular shape near the top of our paper, put paint on the bottom of a fork, and make marks all around the circle to create the petals. We need to let that painting dry so that later we can paint a stem and some leaves, and we can paint the grass. Here are some examples of painting with a fork. Boys and girls, our first step with this flower project is to create a large circular shape near the top of our paper. I'm using a paint stick here, and I need to let it dry for a while, and that is just our first step. The second step of this process is getting a fork and putting some paint on the fork and working your way around the circular shape and moving your fork over to get those soft petal-like marks on your paper. You want to work around that circle very carefully, trying to keep those petals off that circular center, and you keep moving your paper around and going over and over and over to fill in the petal shapes. The next step would be adding seeds in the center of your flower. This paint stick leaves a circle in the middle, which is a kind of a nice little design. Take your time. To complete this painting, we need to add a stem. So you need to put a little water on your green, soften up the paint, be careful with your brush, carefully move from the petals down. You can always layer a little bit more to make the stem a little thicker or darker. It's your decision. Next, re-wet the green paint with your brush and create a few leaves. You can work on each side of the stem. And we will finalize this painting by adding grasses. I would like if you just take a moment and look at each step, from the beginning of the painting to the end. I can paint. I can load a brush with paint. I can create lines with paint. I can create a flat wash. I can create textures. I can hold a brush. I can apply pressure. I can show proper use of a brush. I can use a dry brush. I can use wax resist. I can use primary colors. I can identify and use warm and cool colors. I can mix secondary colors.
Why do people make art? People have made art for thousands of years. People make art all around the world. They make art for many reasons: to have fun, to share ideas, feelings, and stories, to make social change, for a job or career, to teach and learn, to pass on traditions, to build community, and to feel calm.